What's one way you think you are most similar to your dad?
Well, everybody came up to me saying, "Oh my gosh, you look just like your dad." So that's the easy, low-hanging fruit. I definitely see him sometimes when I do things. Oh my gosh, that's very Ralph. I think I believe strongly in helping other people. I think it's our calling, and I think that that's a good way to happiness.
Grandpa had a lot of cool outfits, from what I've heard.
Cool, uh, special, I think is better than saying cool.
Anyone can be cool. Not everyone can be special.
Well, that's true. Actually, I heard from somebody today that they said that Dad Porter was legendary. The games, like with cards,
Yeah.
he's a legendary card.
Be prepared for someone who will share information only in response to what you say, unless it was baseball or going to school in a one-room schoolhouse or
Missouri.
Missouri. Yeah.
What way am I most similar? I would say that I try to be the most similar in his kindness. He was always super kind and outspoken about different things, and so I try to be just like him. But I'd say that we're most similar in our builds.
My name is Luke. I am living, well, right now I'm living here, but in real life, I'm living in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You know, some people say my phrase is it's never 100% your fault, but thanks to my Midwesterner attitude, it's changed to it's probably sometimes my fault.
Grandpa Porter was also a professor. Do you think that any of his teaching has rubbed off on you, like his pedagogy?
His pedagogy. Well, like I mentioned earlier today, like I do the tie thing, right? Every class I have a different tie, and the ties always connect to the material that we're talking about.
Would you say they tie in?
They do.
Who do you think you're most similar to out of the 10 family members here?
Oh, David Porter.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think I'm more similar to him than anybody.
Your brother said that you're the person who is most similar to him.
That is in part because he's a genius, and he has been obviously copying me. Which, you know, out of all things, that's not a bad decision to make. I do recognize the honor that he has given me because he's no slouch himself. So to think that we have a lot in common, I think that's a good thing.
Like a lot of people say, "Oh, you're very much like Uncle Scott" because he's very funny and stuff like that. But I don't think Uncle Scott's that funny. I think it's Aunt Stacy because I very much like gossip and stuff like that. You know, Aunt Stacy's pretty funny. We have differences, obviously. She's a girl. I'm a guy. We wear different clothes. Like that's a big difference. But I think personality-wise, I think we're very similar.
How do you feel knowing that Luke Porter said that you're not that funny?
I'm not that funny.
There were some comments that
Facts. What can you say?
He said that you're not as funny as people lead on.
This is not a competition. We're all lovely people.
That's what a loser would say.
Losers.
What do you think you have a reputation for in this family?
A reputation for in this family? Probably saying no to things that I don't want to do. Always striving to achieve things.
Do you think that's accurate?
Yeah.
I think I'm the coolest person in this specific family group. I think I'm known as the comedy king. I'm constantly a blunt of many jokes, but that's the good part. Can always make people laugh.
What reputation do I
Yeah,
have?
like
Stone face, being called that as a child because I didn't show any emotion. That's stuck with me throughout the years. I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of that. But so I'm just more expressive nowadays, I hope.
Tell me about the different problems you've had to solve this weekend. I've heard there are a few.
So the two big things that were going on is, number one, I'm writing my eulogy for my dad. And then meanwhile, I'm getting texts and phone calls of like, hey, the city of Westminster right now is dealing with a state of emergency, a possible explosion happening. 40-some thousand people have been evacuated. So I'm typing the eulogy, like, I love my dad with all my heart. Oh, we need to declare an emergency in the city? Okay, so then I type up, we proclaim an emergency. Oh, I need to look up the government code section. It's 8558. Look it up. It's real. Oh yeah, the Westminster Municipal Code. Yeah, that's what it says. I love my dad with my whole heart. It's just like, ugh. So it's been a challenge, and then everybody's in town, and I want to talk with everybody, which is lovely. But it's like when you're hosting all these people, it's just a lot of work.
I've tried to step back and get a measure of my dad's life. How did he measure up? He was a giant. Of his life, I'm so proud. I have always been proud of him. When other kids had money, I had involved parents. I lacked for nothing. When you're born on third base, it's very easy to score a run. You can measure a life by how much someone has enjoyed life, and he enjoyed life. You can measure a life by how comfortable the person is being who they were uniquely called to be. He was unique. He was himself. You can measure life by the impact the person made on the world around them. Do they do good works? Did they live a life of meaning? Did they matter? He mattered. I look around. I see his legacy. I see that my brother and I are both Eagle Scouts. All 4 of his grandchildren are Eagle Scouts. I see each of his grandchildren enjoying life, being who they are, and knowing the importance of serving others. I haven't inherited much. I've inherited his teachings, his enjoyment of life, and his desire for public service. I've always admired my father, and I've always been proud of my father. The Bible teaches that boasting in one's own achievements, wealth, or strength is arrogant. Instead, we are told that if we are to boast, we should boast about the love and the grace of our Father in heaven. I could not agree more.